War and Peace, Book 8, Chapter 15. Recording for LibriVox.org by Eva Harnick. On returning late in the evening, Sonia went to Natásha's room and to her surprise found her still dressed and asleep on the sofa. Open on the table beside her lay Anatole's letter. Sonia picked it up and read it. As she read, she glanced at the sleeping Natásha, trying to find in her face an explanation of what she was reading, but did not find it. Her face was calm, gentle, and happy. Clutching her breast to keep herself from choking, Sonia, pale and trembling with fear and agitation, sat down in an armchair and burst into tears. How was it I noticed nothing? How could it go so far? Can she have left off loving Prince Andrew? And how could she let Kurágin go to such lengths? He is a deceiver and a villain, that is plain. What will Nicholas, dear noble Nicholas, do when he hears of it? So this is the meaning of her excited, resolute, unnatural look the day before yesterday, and today, thought Sonia. But it can't be that she loves him. She probably opened the letter without knowing who it was from. Probably she is offended by it. She could not do such a thing. Sonia wiped away her tears and went up to Natásha, again scanning her face. "Natásha," she said just audibly. Natásha awoke and saw Sonia. "Oh, you are back!" And with the decision and tenderness that often come at the moment of awakening, she embraced her friend, but, noticing Sonia's look of embarrassment, her own face expressed confusion and suspicion. "Sonia, you have read that letter?" she demanded. "Yes," answered Sonia softly. Natásha smiled rapturously. "No, Sonia, I can't any longer," she said. "I can't hide it from you any longer. You know, we love one another. Sonia, darling, he writes. Sonia." Sonia stared open-eyed at Natásha, unable to believe her ears. "And Bolkónski?" she asked. "Oh, Sonia, if you only knew how happy I am!" cried Natásha. "You don't know what love is." "But Natásha, can that be all over?" Natásha looked at Sonia with wide open eyes as if she could not grasp the question. "Well then, are you refusing Prince Andrew?" said Sonia. "Oh, you don't understand anything. Don't talk nonsense. Just listen," said Natásha with momentary vexation. "But I can't believe it," insisted Sonia. "I don't understand. How is it you have loved a man for a whole year and suddenly... Why, you have only seen him 3 times. Natásha, I don't believe you. You are joking. In 3 days to forget everything and so..." "3 days?" said Natásha. "It seems to me I have loved him 100 years. It seems to me that I have never loved anyone before. You can't understand it. Sonia, wait a bit. Sit here," and Natásha embraced and kissed her. "I had heard that it happens like this, and you must have heard it too. But it is only now that I feel such love. It is not the same as before. As soon as I saw him, I felt he was my master and I his slave, that I could not help loving him. Yes, his slave. Whatever he orders I shall do. You don't understand that. What can I do? What can I do, Sonia?" cried Natásha with a happy yet frightened expression. But think what you are doing, cried Sónya. I can't leave it like this. This secret correspondence. How could you let him go so far? She went on with a horror and disgust she could hardly conceal. I told you that I have no will, Natásha replied. Why can't you understand? I love him. Then I won't let it come to that. I shall tell, cried Sónya, bursting into tears. What do you mean, for God's sake? If you tell, you are my enemy, declared Natásha. You want me to be miserable? You want us to be separated? When she saw Natásha's fright, Sónya shed tears of shame and pity for her friend. But what has happened between you? She asked. What has he said to you? Why doesn't he come to the house? Natásha did not answer her questions. For God's sake, Sónya, don't tell anyone. Don't torture me, Natásha entreated. Remember, no one ought to interfere in such matters. I have confided in you. But why this secrecy? Why doesn't he come to the house? Asked Sónya. Why doesn't he openly ask for your hand? You know Prince Andrew gave you complete freedom. If it is really so, but I don't believe it. Natásha, have you considered what these secret reasons can be? Natásha looked at Sónya with astonishment. Evidently, this question presented itself to her mind for the first time, and she did not know how to answer it. I don't know what the reasons are, but there must be reasons. Sónya sighed and shook her head incredulously. If there were reasons, she began. But Natásha, guessing her doubts, interrupted her in alarm. Sónya, one can't doubt him. One can't. One can't. Don't you understand? She cried. Does he love you? Does he love me? Natásha repeated with a smile of pity at her friend's lack of comprehension. Why, you have read his letter and you have seen him. But if he is dishonorable, he, dishonorable, if you only knew, exclaimed Natásha. If he is an honorable man, he should either declare his intentions or cease seeing you. And if you won't do this, I will. I will write to him and I will tell Papa, said Sónya resolutely. But I can't live without him, cried Natásha. Natásha, I don't understand you. And what are you saying? Think of your father and of Nicholas. I don't want anyone. I don't love anyone but him. How dare you say he's dishonorable? Don't you know that I love him? Screamed Natásha. Go away, Sónya. I don't want to quarrel with you. But go, for God's sake, go. You see how I am suffering, Natásha cried angrily, in a voice of despair and repressed irritation. Sónya burst into sobs and ran from the room. Natásha went to the table and without a moment's reflection wrote that answer to Princess Mary which she had been unable to write all the morning. In this letter she said briefly that all their misunderstandings were at an end, that availing herself of the magnanimity of Prince Andrew, who, when he went abroad, had given her her freedom, she begged Princess Mary to forget everything and forgive her if she had been to blame toward her, but that she could not be his wife. At that moment this all seemed quite easy.